Shemai GTA chums, it's another video and this one is going to be on the Beta Dukes, believe it or not. This is the Speedo Custom. What a vehicle, what a fun vehicle. We're gonna customize first the Beta Dukes after losing the filth by getting in this cunning auto shop. Auto Shop is the best. That's also on discount this week. You want to purchase it because you get discount on your car customizations. If you're heavily into customizations, you need to purchase this workshop. And look at these are all the discounts this week. Not all of them, but most of them. All the good ones, all the good discounts. So what about this Beta Dukes? Where'd you buy this? Southern San Andreas, I hope. I hope I'm not making a mistake going here. There it is, 264. So one of the cheaper muscle cars on this week, but you can get the standard Dukes for 62 grand or free down here. Mine's free, I think, because of something or other. I can't remember. I'm not going to show you it because it's on for free. But this is the Beta Dukes. Based on the Dodge Challenger or Dodge Charger. Oh Christ, I don't know which one's which. Dodge Challenger. I think it's a Challenger, isn't it? Challenger. Which one's which? They all no, it's the Charger. Why is it called the Charger? Why did they have? See, this is why if you're a writer, right, never write characters with the same name because people get confused. Challenger and Charger, big mistake, utter big mistake. But it's a Dodge Charger. This is a Dodge Charger. You'll remember it from the Dukes of Hazzard. That's why it's called the Dukes. The original Dukes of Hazzard, not the new one. I don't even remember if the new one has this car. But it's one of the best looking cars ever, isn't it? Best looking muscle cars. And it's kind of ruined by this crumpled effect because it's a Beta Dukes. Beat it off. It's been beaten off. It's brand new to me as well. Brand new. Look at those rims. You can't get rid of those. Those are proper Dukes of Hazzard rims, definitely. But let's have a look at what we can do. It's all about the customization. This is the reason why you're purchasing this over the standard. You can actually upgrade it to make it clean. I don't know why you would. So repaired stock bumper and stuff like that. It's like, oh come on, grow up, man. So knackered bumper. We're gonna keep. I'm not gonna put any race splitters on. I just don't like them. Don't like them on the Charger, Charger. Right, front bumpers. Let's have a look at the engine. We got that. Exhaust. This thing pulls wheelies, so for that reason you might want to go for a side exhaust. That's the only reason why I'm going to pick that. I think I'm going to pick that. Although I like all these exhausts, these are nice. The square ones, I don't think they're in keeping with the time at all. You might want to go for something like the side exhaust is kind of in keeping. I'm not sure if anyone's. I'm sure somebody's put them on a Charger at some point. I need to keep looking at what's on my screen here. Just remember, it's a Charger, not a Challenger. Square dual exhaust. I like that. I like them. But I like the circular's got to be in keeping. The anodized ones would be nice, I think. Probably the anodized or the side exhausts. We're going to go side exhaust because this thing pulls wheelies. It's a muscle car. Of course it pulls wheelies. Repaired fenders. So we don't want to repair the fenders, do we? But we've got flared fenders, which also repairs it. So you can't put flared fenders on unless you repair it. But I don't want to put flared fenders on anyway. We're going to keep them stock, as in knackered, because I'm going to be true to this build. In future builds, I will do a clean one, but this is my very first. These grills, I like these. I like them. Look at that. That is nice. That is nice. These billet grills, not the zip grill's good as well. In fairness to it. But I'm feeling like it's either the billet or the dash. Let's go for the dash, just because it's a bit different. And the bonnet or hood. So this is probably the one to go for. This one has a nice scooping. I might go for that. And then you have the performance hoods. This repairs the hood. So see, you can do a clean build. You can do ultra clean ones. So it's basically the Dukes with options to upgrade it. But with the Dukes you can do crazy stuff, but that's kind of nice but wrong as well. I'm going to go with the damaged performance head though. I think that's something that was in the Charger. I'm not sure. Now I come to not where. Oh, actually the horn. Sorry. I always used to put this horn on. Where is it? That's the one. You have to choose musical horn number 1. Because that is the Dukes of Hazzard horn. Liveries. Oh yeah, this is what what it offers as well. We can get liveries. So I don't normally put liveries on. I do normally, but not on this car. Maybe I should. That looks, in fairness, that looks pretty good. I like that livery. The black stripes. It adds some detail, not the flames. You can see the flames would look a lot better with a dark colour. Checkered flag, kind of like that a bit. But let's put the stripes on. Let's just do it. Just because this is, oh, the flame stripes. Stripes with flames. No, we're going to go basic. We're going to go for a 70s kind of knackered, just smashed it build. So as it's 70s louvres, these are the louvres to choose for the 70s. Or maybe these. I like them. But the big chubby ones, it's got to be. But these sports louvres are something different. But they're also wrong. So I'm going to go with the sprint louvers because those are true to the era. Mirrors, we can change them. Say those little poppy ones, we can go for these ones. But I like the stock mirrors best. Plate, we've not got a plate yet. Party on, the party is on. We're going to do that. Respray, no, this is the tricky bit. This is uber tricky. So primary colour, we were going to go for a classic. We'd go for the orange, wouldn't we? But I've already got one in orange. Oh, look at the green! Look at the lime green on that. That is nice. You've got to admit it. That's nice. That's very nice. That reminds me of a charger that was in lime green, I think, in this colour. I've seen a video somewhere. I swear I have. I don't think I'm making that up. I was watching a video about, and it had lots of Hollywood cars in. And this was one of them. Maybe I'm getting it completely wrong, but that car, if you know what the film I'm talking about, then some kind of stripes and that lime green colour, I'm pretty sure it was on a Charger. Maybe I'm wrong about the Charger thing, but that looks great, doesn't it? The yellow doesn't go at all anymore. We need a black colour, black like the night. Galaxy blue, midnight blue. Midnight blue would work as well. That is nice. We could even do green. You could do lime green. That'd be fine. I think. Where's the lime green? Come on, dudes. Come on, my dudes. You're taking long enough here. The Charger. It's a Charger. Got to keep reminding myself. Something I can't remember. Lime green. You know what? Lime green looks good. I mean, maybe it's wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. Secondary colour lime green. Let's get that video. No, Charger, yeah. Let's have a look. Crew emblem goes on the door, like so. We could put it on, but it's wrong, utterly wrong. Roll cage, probably wrong. Oh, look at that, the interior. The interior. Let's have a look at that. View. I can't change my view, but look at the interior's all knackered. I think you have to stick with that. Like the roll cage cleans it out, and I like the roll cage in green. That's nice. I like that. If I was going to go for some kind of drag race one, I'd go for a green one. But the seats are all kind of wrong with the error. But it's a modern upgrade for sure. I could go with that. Roof. All right, this is the important bit. I like it in black. I really do. But then that also looks pretty damn good. Cannot decide which one to go for. America. Oh yeah, this is a nod to the Dukes of Hazzard. But you don't have the is it the Yankee flag? Or the other ones, the Confederates. I don't know. Which ones? The Republican ones. The ones in the south. You can't have the Southern Cross on. You can have the Welsh flag, though. So that's a win. Spoiler. I'm probably not going to put a spoiler on. Unless I see something good. No. I mean, it doesn't suit a spoiler. You could put that spoiler on. You could put, oh, for freak's sake, telephone call. I'd say a ducktail. But the problem is that black. I just don't like it with the stripes. So it's a shame they've not got a body-coloured ducktail. If they had a body-coloured ducktail, I'd go with that. Maybe, I mean, that is a drag spoiler, but that is too big. You need a smaller drag spoiler for that. Suspension is lowered to the max. This is what it looks like not lowered, but you get the best. You get the best with the ultra lowered, the sports. Wheels. Okay, so wheel type. First off, tyre enhancements is bulletproof. Tyre smoke, we're going to go with a green colour. Wheel type, if you're going to go for anything on this car, it's got to be muscle. It just has to be. But I would never change that, never. I'm never going to change it. Can we see the brake calipers? Yeah, you can, but they're not coloured in. You see the brake calipers there? They're in a alloy colour, unfortunately. So there's no reason at all to ever change those rims, and I won't ever change them. And what else do we have? Tyre enhancement, no. Tyre design, you can't change the tyre design. Well, that's fine. Wheelie bar, now it's not just wheelie bar. You can repair the rear bumper, so I am tempted to repair it. So look at it hanging off there. Let's repair it, just so that we can do something. Wheelie bar is like that. We're not going to put one on. Wheelie bar and parachute is like that. So we've repaired it. We're talking about a front end collision that's gone wrong there, but the back end we are fine. Nobody's rammed us in the rear. All right, come on, everyone. This has taken a long time, yeah. I'm not going to smoke out the windows whatsoever. Limo does actually look great on this car, it really does. I'd recommend doing that if you want to do a non-classic build, but this is classic. So for that reason, we're happy. I am really happy with that build, really super happy. You know, I said this is the other car on offer this week, the Nightshade, which is the Trans Am, the classic Trans Am. These are both great. These can both be great looking cars. I'm not sure the Dukes is great looking because of it's all ruffled at the front and broke, but it's great looking for a really rough kind of reason, dodgy reason. It's a shame we can't dirty the paint up a bit lightly, you know, light paint dirtying rather than full rust. But these two cars, these are both brilliant, but for just different reasons. I'd recommend you buy both of them. Although I would hedge it towards the Nightshade there. I think that Nightshade is a better car. So here we are, and it's raining. That is not what you want for a muscle car. Christ on a bike. I think it showers again. So I'm going to show you under this bridge. I'm going to show you some trolling. No, I'm going to show you the engine. Let's have a look at that while it's raining, because it performs terribly in the rain. It's a muscle car. All. So there is the V8 Hemi. Hemi means hemispherical, of course. And the internals. The boot's alright, you know. But it's really about the engine bay is very nice, and the internals as a whole. Where am I? There it is. So if I do the view, I'll show you the internals. The sun's coming out, good, it'll dry things out. But look at the torn internals, that is brilliant, that really is. For this build, it's excellent. Anyway, let's go for a drive, wait for it, let's hope the road's going to dry out a bit nicer. Because I was going to talk about how nice it is to drive, but in the wet, it's quite a difficult machine because it's a muscle car. It's got a lot of power, but the traction's not quite there to put it all down, and it's all squiggly in the rain. So that's a technical term. Squirrely. It's all squirrely. Yeah, exactly. But this, it's still quite reasonable to handle. I'm quite happy with it in this kind of showery situation. If it's urinating down with rain, it's not great. What we're going to do here is actually, what about if I put our lights on first? There we go, look at that, the flaps come down with the lights. That is nice. That is a nice touch. Let's put the handbrake on a bit and bring it around. That is a nice car. It's a nice looking car. Even with the beaten look to it, I think it's still great. It still looks nice. It looks like a Charger, you know, obviously it does. It looks superb. After saying it about 100 times, I keep saying Charger now. So that's good. Looks great. I think that customization's come off really well. I think it really has. But why is it as good as the Nightshade? So don't know. But I'd say probably not. But having said that, it's difficult to separate the two. Oh, you need to put the horn on when you're doing those kind of jumps as well. That's the Dukes of Hazzard horn. Remember the Dukes of Hazzard? That was a great TV programme, not a great film. The remake of the Dukes of Hazzard with the wrong people and all that, you know, it's all new and wrong. But it was great because this car is such a good looking car. The Charger really is. It's just iconic. Iconic American car. As a Brit, I used to love these and think, oh, they are the dream. Why are our cars so rubbish? I mean, look at it. Look at the sleek lines. I mean, it's beaten up, this one, but we could do a clean build on it and it'd still look good. It'd look even better, but I like the beaten look to it. I'm not sure which one I prefer. And the side exhausts don't look too bad as well. I think I would prefer lower exhaust, but I don't know. Personal choice, maybe. Maybe personal choice. Now it's drier. We're finding the corners must be a bit better. There we go. So it's cornering nicely. So why would you want this over the Nightshade? Well, I'd say buy them both. I'm finding it very difficult to separate which one I prefer. I like the Dukes, but I've been driving the Dukes a lot more than the I've driven this a lot more than the Nightshade. And I think that the handling is a little bit better on the corners, so it's a bit easier to drive, but not in the rain. Everything's out in the rain, you know, you're going to have a bad time. These rims as well look very nice. Very, very nice. But what I should talk about next is the wheelies. So put accelerator to max, handbrake on, but we'll do handbrake off, on, off, yeah? And then we'll take the accelerator off and put it back on as the bonnet, sorry, raises to its maximum height pretty much. It's a bit more tricky, I would say, than the nightshade. I think the nightshade's easier. You can do that better, more prolonged wheelies with the nightshade. So if you're into your wheelies, buy the nightshade because it does better wheelies. And I think the nightshade, overall the body shape is a bit better, I would say. Okay. But I don't know. I think that's just kind of. I think they're both very different. It's very difficult to compare them like for like. So you might like Trans Ams, you might like Chargers. So it's all up to what your preference is. I think that's what's going to define it for you. But I would say buy both of them. For any car guy, you need both of them in your garage. That is a definite. But the main question you're going to ask yourself is if you already have a Dukes, as in the standard Dukes, which only cost 62 grand, is this worth it? Well, the answer is yes. I think it probably is. If you're comparing them, like if you don't own either, I would buy this one and not buy the standard Dukes. You've got a bit more of a difficult question if you already own a Dukes fully upgraded, because that costs 100 grand to upgrade it. So if you're desperate for money, I wouldn't invest in it immediately, but I would invest in it in the future, because I think the customization it offers on it is much more than the standard Dukes. That guy needs to watch where he's going. The wheelies, I put a wheelie bar on the other Dukes because I struggled. I've got to be honest, I struggled with it to get the wheelies on the go. I use keyboard and mouse a lot. I think with joypad it's a lot easier, but for me I don't think the joypad is easier because I use keyboard and mouse all the time unless I'm racing. So you put it on like is it 60% power or something? I can't remember, and it'll pull a wheelie. You don't need to do that on off kind of thing. So there we go, off on, and not bad wheelie wise. So yeah, you've got to buy it, not hands down, unless you don't have the money. That's it. That is your answer. That is your answer to the question: should I buy this? So if you found it useful, like and subscribe. Reverse if you didn't, and tell me what your thoughts are about this car, as I am constantly asking you. And this green, this lime green specifically with the stripe. I'm not sure if it was a roof stripe or a side stripe. Which car is that from? Which film is that from? I'm sure it's from the film, but I can't remember which film, which car. Is it from the Charger? I thought it's the Charger, but maybe I'm wrong on that. If you have an answer for me on that, I would be super happy. Anyway, have a most excellent day. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a long one, but I just love this car. It's great. You need to buy it. Get out there and buy it now.